Hello, Mr. Banks.
Hello.
How are you feeling today?
I'm okay.
That's good. Last week we made a visit to the local social services department. I want to know how are you feeling about the visit?
Well, for starters, you know, I was really, I felt discouraged after I
Mm-hmm.
left. I also, upon going to the visit, I was a little nervous. But when I got there, they didn't like ease my nerves and make me feel better.
Mm-hmm.
Instead, I had to wait in a long line. And I'm not aggressive, so
Mm-hmm.
people bumping into me, pushing. There's so much noise going on all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm feeling like maybe I should step out of line. You know, me and my brother-in-law,
Mm-hmm.
I decided to bring him along because, you know, we've been chilling since we were knee high to a duck, and he knows where I'm at, he knows where I'm going.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking it'll help by him coming, but even then I still felt discouraged. Like
Mm-hmm.
the people were more so talking at me than to me,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't like that. Then they gave me the runaround from one line to the next.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end of the visit, yeah, I walked out with a smile on my face, but it was
Mm-hmm.
more of a wow, like I stayed here this long just for them to tell me to bring my birth certificate next Tuesday and then they could work with me. So my whole day was wasted
Mm-hmm.
standing there just to get nothing done at the end of
Mm-hmm.
the day.
So, what was the main purpose of your visit?
So, go get some help. I'm jobless. I don't have an education or transportation. I just was looking for help.
Mm-hmm. So, how? What grade was it that you stopped going to school?
I would say about seventh grade. I stopped going. School wasn't for me.
Why wasn't it for you? Were you doing good?
I was one of the students who would like to fake it till they made it.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't make it far faking it.
Mm-hmm. And your parents, how far did they go in school?
My mother graduated. My father stopped going to school when he was really young
Mm-hmm.
because, his father died. So he had to be the man of the house and supply for his mom and
Mm-hmm.
brothers and sisters. So he stopped going.
I understand. So they didn't push for you to go to school? They didn't support you going to school?
They felt like my mom, she was more so like, you need your education.
Mm-hmm.
Without an education, you can't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
But my father, on the other hand, he was more so, if you want to get money, school, waste up half your time. You be in school for 8, 9 hours a day. You come home, what is there to do?
You're right. So at the age of 12, dropping out of seventh grade, was it easy finding a job? Did you find steady employment?
No, but, my family, because of the lack of education, they do farm work. And so when I was 12, it was kind of easy, like find a little side job, as a child, people want you to do this for me and I give you
Mm-hmm.
this, that, and the third. So it was easy. Now that I'm older, doing little side jobs for my neighbors, I see like, it don't help me. I have 6 kids
Mm-hmm.
and a grandchild and
Mm-hmm.
a wife. Doing side jobs for a neighbor who just as bad off as me, it's not getting me nowhere. Like
Yeah,
I can't do nothing with that.
I understand. So how much would you make doing these side jobs?
Um, Not that much, just enough to get by.
Mm-hmm. So would you make it by most of the time?
No, but for my family, I made it happen.
Mm-hmm. So as of right now, what do you want to do with your education? Are you looking to get your GED, going to some kind of
Yeah,
training class?
yeah, that is something I would like to do. With an education, I feel like more jobs will look at me. Right
Mm.
now, if I turn in an application, work experience will be blank. So they're gonna be like, "What can I do?"
Mm.
And like nothing.
So, what level of education are you trying to get? Are you trying to get a high school diploma?
Yeah, that would be something I would like. And then after that, I would love to go to like a trade school, learn different trades
Mm.
because that's what I know.
Mm.
It's something I've been doing forever.
So, what kind of trades have you been doing? Like, what
Um,
experiences in different trades you have?
well, I did a little farm work.
Mm.
Then if something was broke, I would help fix it. And things like that, just laboring, like solid masonry work, like
Mm.
building.
Mm.
Mhm.
So, did you ever get to go back to visit social services?
No, not since I left you. I mean, with you. I
Okay.
haven't.
Okay. Well, yeah, I do understand that education is very crucial right now in the job market. We do have a few tests that you can take to get started with your GED.
Hmm.
Um, but are you looking for any volunteer work?
That would be something I would do just to, get my foot in the door. At least if I can't put nothing down for work experience, for the volunteer aspect, I could have a little bit of
Mm-hmm.
something, something that's better than nothing. And they'll look
Mm-hmm.
like, well, wow, he volunteered here. He didn't get paid, but
Mm-hmm.
his recommendations are good because I'm a hard worker. I'm dedicated. I have
Mm-hmm.
the skills to be great. It's just I don't know how to go about it because I don't like asking questions. I don't like
Mm-hmm.
doing stuff like that because I don't want someone to think I'm stupid. And that's another thing that bothered me at social services. They made me feel stupid. They made me feel less than like they were better than me or something just because they were on the
Mm-hmm.
opposite side of the glass.
Mm-hmm.
And that had a lot to do with it, like sending me there just to go back to where I came. Like at the end of the day, they get to go home.
Mm-hmm.
That is their job. When I
Mm-hmm.
leave there, what am I to do?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So
I don't understand. So, you say you have children. How is your influence on education with them? Are they
um,
for education? Are they currently going to school? Do they want to
my
further
middle
education?
child will like out of the six, like that one
Mm-hmm.
just you know I feel like he wants to do good,
Mm-hmm.
but he gets all children are like, well, you didn't do this, you didn't do that.
Yeah.
That's something they constantly, all of my kids constantly do on my face when I try to stay on them. Like, school is important, education is everything.
Mm-hmm.
So they, tend to throw that back up. Well, you didn't finish school, you
Mm-hmm.
didn't even go to high school. Like, how do you know how it is? So
Mm-hmm.
that's hard on me,
Mm-hmm.
but, they don't I don't know. I just don't want to be like they look down on me. Like they know I would do anything to provide for them or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
but they just wish I would have, furthered my education.
Mm-hmm.
But at the time, I thought it was the right thing to do to drop out,
Yeah.
get money.
Yeah. Because sometimes you have to do what's best for your family. Sometimes you can't just think about yourself.
Hmm.
Um, what I drew out is an ego map.
Hmm.
It basically entails what you want to do, what you want to accomplish, um, things you want to be successful in, things you struggle with. I see that you have a lack of encouragement at home because your kids see that you didn't go to school, so they feel as though, why should they go to school?
Hmm.
But by you wanting to further your education, you're seeking assistance to get that. That's a big step.
Hmm.
That shows them that you do have to have an education, especially a higher education, in order to become successful in life.
Hmm.
Because if you don't have a degree or a diploma, you're just going to be stuck basically.
Hmm.
So by them seeing you do that, I'm sure it will encourage them. What about your wife? How is she? Does she encourage
Um,
you?
I would say she is encouraging, but um, I just feel as though she doesn't really know how to show it really.
Mm-hmm. So she really doesn't show you a lot of
Yeah, like
emotion.
she'll say like, honey, you're doing good for yourself, blah blah blah. But it's like she really doesn't know how to show like because she has her education, she has a good job, and
Mm-hmm.
because she has a good job, she's the breadwinner.
Mm-hmm.
And
And how does that make you feel?
less than like a man, like the man is supposed to, provide and supply, and I can't do that because of my situation.
So do you feel like that she looks down upon you sometimes?
Yeah, sometimes because I can't necessarily give her the things that she would like to have.
Mm-hmm.
Like we don't have a car, things like that. She doesn't have the best job, but she has
Mm-hmm.
a job.
So what? How do you get around? What's your transportation looking like? Do you take the
Um,
bus? Do you walk? Catch
it
rides?
depends on the day, the time,
Mm-hmm.
and how's my money. Most of the time, I will either walk or catch the city bus.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes I can catch a ride with somebody. But other times it's like you can't keep asking somebody for a ride if you excuse me, if you
Mm-hmm.
can't even give them money.
Yeah, I understand. Well, I see now your main focus right now will be your education. Because in
Hmm.
order to find a better job, you have to further your education. But we do have pl- agencies and places that's taking volunteers right now, so that way you
Hmm.
can at least maybe get a certification or at least get some kind of experience in the field, so that way you can find a better job, so that way you won't have to be doing odd jobs around the community because you're obviously making much helping people that can barely help themselves.
Hmm.
So, as you can see, we have different bulletin boards that shows you posts about volunteer work, job offers, and you also might want to start getting the newspaper because in order for me to help you, you have to want to help yourself. So
Hmm.
I can help, I can look around, but you also have to be looking around too. And then you can contact me, and I'll contact them, and then that way we can work with you. Because along with the volunteer work, we also have resume writing classes, and then career services to help you find a job, and then we'll also help you write out your resume, and
Hmm.
then you can come back to me on that. And then once we get your resume out, you'll find a job, but you also have to have reliable transportation. So I know you mentioned your brother-in-law. Does he help you get around a lot? Does he have transportation
Sometimes when he can.
on the weekend? Um. So have you been currently looking for a job right now on your own?
um Kind of, sort of.
How's that been working out?
Not too good because of my education, my lack of education.
Mm.
I can't find a
Well,
job.
I didn't mean to cut you off, but
It's okay.
I have a fellow colleague. He can help you find different volunteer work. Maybe we can find you something that also pays, so
Hmm.
that way you can support yourself, support your family, and get your essential needs out of the way. Um, but as of right now, we just need to get you enrolled in classes, and we also have training classes. Not training classes. We have the education program. They help you find different sites that you can get your GED,
Hmm.
and they may also help provide transportation. Would that be something interesting? You
Hmm.
want to do that? Well, I'm gonna contact them, and then we can get the application process out of the way and get you all set up for that.
Okay.
Is it? You feel excited? You feel better now?
Yeah, you really helped a lot.
Okay. And also, you want to get your wife involved. You want to also talk to her about it because she might be encouraging, even if she doesn't show it. She just doesn't know how to show her emotion. So just work with her on that, but don't let anyone discourage you. And show
Hmm.
your kids that you do have to have an education. And education will help you get further in life because you don't want to just sit around doing nothing, basically looking like a bum
Hmm.
and being judged. But it was nice meeting with you.
Nice meeting with you.
Want to meet again next week?
Yes.
Okay.